My husband waited for the kids to sleep before asking me, "Can we open our relationship? We're in a rut," he said. "We're basically roommates at this point." I was shocked. He went on about how I was always too tired to sleep with him anymore. But of course I was too tired. I was the only one working while taking care of 2 kids plus other chores he refused to touch. We've lost our spark. I mean, when's the last time you even worked on yourself? I wanted to ask. When's the last time he planned a date or bought me flowers? But I stayed quiet. He pulled out his phone and showed me articles he'd saved about ethical non-monogamy. "Other couples do this and it makes them stronger," he said. "We're secure enough in our relationship to handle it. Think of it as an adventure we're taking together." I stared at him for a long time. This man I'd been with for 12 years, who I'd given 2 kids to, who hadn't taken me on a real date in 3 years, wanted to sleep with other people. "If it will make you happy," I finally said, too exhausted to fight back. He came home from the gym practically floating. "This yoga instructor gave me her number," he said, like a teenager who'd just gotten his first date. "She complimented my deadlift form and we got to talking. Guess I've still got game." "That's great," I said dryly, continuing to fold laundry. He rolled his eyes at me. "Can't you at least act a little happy for me?" I ignored him. He immediately typed in the number she gave and sent a text. "It was great meeting you today. I'm thankful for the number you've given," he said almost robotically without an ounce of charm. No response. He sent a follow-up 3 days later asking, "Would you like to grab coffee this weekend?" Still nothing. And for the rest of the week he was constantly checking his phone, waiting for her to suddenly want him when clearly she had given him a fake number. But that's when I realized he was serious about being open. This wasn't just some midlife crisis fantasy. He really wanted to do this. And it was a little humiliating. So I downloaded a dating app thinking, if we were doing this, then we're both doing this. And while all his other dates turned into disasters, mine was different. My coworker mentioned her brother was single. "He owns a bookstore," she said. "He's kind of nerdy but really sweet." So I visited his bookstore, just out of curiosity, and we ended up really hitting it off. He asked about the novel I'd started writing years ago, the one my husband called A Waste of Time, and said that it was the most interesting concept he'd heard in a long time. I blushed while we continued discussing it, and this guy was seriously unreal. He remembered small details from our conversations and texted me good morning without me having to ask. And when we browsed at books, he never rushed me. But when I came home from my 4th date with him, my husband didn't look very happy any longer. We were hugging goodbye when my husband suddenly opened the door and dragged me inside with a sour expression. "You're home late," my husband said when I walked in. "We were supposed to watch a movie tonight." My smile faded. "Since when do you care about movie night?" Instead of answering, he directly told me, "I want to close the relationship." Wow. So he's allowed to start and end an open relationship whenever he wanted, after saying so many terrible things to me? I looked at him for a long moment. "Or what if we just end the relationship? Yeah, let's just call it quits." He shook his head. "What? No, that's not what I meant." I laughed. "You wanted to see other people, and the moment no one wants you but someone wants me, it's done? Right. Well, maybe we're just not meant for each other anymore." I started walking away from him when he grabbed my wrist. "Let me win you back," he said quickly. "Please." I sat down on the couch. "Sure, if you really want, then here's what I want in return." I started listing things. Saturday morning grocery runs. You used to do those. Dishes every night like you promised when we moved in. Date night every week with actual plans, not just asking me where I want to go. Flowers, and not just on Valentine's Day. And delete those dating apps. And that honey-do list from 2021 that's still on the fridge. Start there. He blinked at me like I was speaking a foreign language to him. "That's a lot," he said quietly. "No, that's bare minimum." And so he spent months tackling each list. All it took was a little motivation.